met in the Caribbean countries. I went to Antigua and I met with the Prime Minister and the Minister of Health in Antigua, Gaston Brown. And he was asking me why we have so many diseases in the Caribbean countries, especially cancers. And I'm saying to him, because we're eating the same foods. All the Caribbean countries eat the same food, same diet: breadfruit, yam, tanias, dashings, bread, all the starches, and they seem to have the same disease. And I always said as I said to the Prime Minister, that is what we call is the slave master's diet. You see what I'm saying? That's not a diet from Africa, because as Dr. Sebi said, you can't feed a polar bear what you feed an elephant. You see what I'm saying? So the African brother who lives in Africa, prostate cancer is unheard of over there, but let him move to the West and incorporate the Western man diet, and prostate cancer increases. So then we're looking at the diet. So mostly all the people in the Caribbean countries have the same diseases: high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer; high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer. Now it's lupus and asthma, because the food chain is totally different now than before. It's not like naturally, grown food. Now it's chemicals in the foods now. Now it's hormones in the foods now. Now it's plastics, and all the plastics now are leaking in the water. You get all these kind of different complaints, and then people don't clean no more. You see what I'm saying? They don't clean the body no more. They don't, like the older people used to give us a wash out, clean the system out. We don't do that anymore. And then the food chain is much more.
You got a lot of fruits.
There's a lot of chemicals in the foods now, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people is coming with all these different diseases. So we're trying to implement programs where people could eat an alkaline diet, use the food in good combination, how to combine the foods properly so the food could move fast. That's the key.
Explain that to us. Break that down for me.
Well,
so alkaline. So how do I alkaline my body every day?
That's a good question. You have to eat alkaline foods. And in the beginning, God gave us an alkaline diet, green leafy things. That's the key. Because the body functions in an alkaline system. Venous blood, capillary blood, and artillery blood are all 7.45 alkaline. See? Secretion of the pancreas, alkaline. Intestines, alkaline. Saliva and urine, mostly more alkaline. The only part of the body that's acidic is the stomach. But because people in the Caribbean countries eat what we call an acid diet, I mean they eat the foods wrong together. So they eat a starch food, which is an acid food. They eat protein food, which is also acid. They eat fats, which is also acid, and oils are also acid foods. So when they mix them together, the body becomes more acidic, and then the body takes a longer time to remove these foods, because starches don't digest in the stomach, in the mouth, and in your intestines. So when you eat a starch with the protein will slow it up. Once the starch become idle in the stomach, it become very fermented.
So starch, and give me an idea. So chips, fish and chips, chicken and chips.
Chicken, that's a bad combination of foods.
Really?
Yeah, rice and peas, rice and chicken, same thing too.
But Caribbean people eat that as.
That's how they eat, because that's how they were taught. See, but that's not the right way though.
So what would be the right way to
correct
that?
The right way is you eat a vegetable, you eat a protein with a vegetable. You eat the starch with a vegetable. Or if you're going to eat the starch and the protein together, you have to eat the starch first and let the starch move. Because the starch don't stay in your stomach. See what I'm saying? The starch don't digest in your stomach. The starch, once the starch food gets into the stomach, your hydrochloric acid kills the amylase that breaks it down. So the starch can't move, stays have to move. And it finishes the digestive process in the small intestine, where the pancreas now shoots a little bit more of that enzyme to break it down there.
Wow.
See? The protein food is fish, turkey, beef, pork, they're all proteins. When they get into the stomach, the same acid kills the proteins that break down the fish and the chicken. But the protein have a backup called pectin that resists the acid. So all protein digests in the stomach, not starches. So when you eat a starch with a protein, because the starch do not digest in the stomach, the starch food now become idle, waiting for the protein to digest, and fish take 12 hours in the stomach. So if you eat a piece of fish with a piece of potato, the potato will take 12 hours in the stomach too. While he's waiting there, he's fermenting. And it's causing acid and fermentation. And fermentation causes diseases. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the reason why in the Caribbean country, because they eat that way, because they were taught that way to eat, grew up eating that way, they're called a pyramid diet. That's an acid diet. They have all these different diseases because, as I said before, I eat once per day, 3 days per week. And I eat an alkaline diet, and the hospital don't see me. But the same people in the Caribbean countries who eat 3 meals per day, bad combination of food together, the hospital is full of them.